Hey guys, what's up? It's 10:15 in the morning on the 25th of March. As you can see, it's a gorgeous day here in San Fran. I thought I'd get some Howells stuff, just typical San Fran locale. But I wanted to do a quick video about penis. I get a lot of questions about my own growth, and I've said, you know, I am able to have sex with it. Sorry, all these cars suddenly become very busy. So I thought I'd do a video and answer some questions on testosterone, just to clear things up. The clitoris in a female-bodied person grows, and you know, depending on your genetics, depending on age, blah blah, you know, it can grow to an inch, 2 to 4 inches. I read a statistic. I really don't know many guys that have 4 inches, but I used testosterone cream when I was first transitioning, and I had a lot of growth within the first 6 months. Like, I had people over a year on T at that point tell me I was much larger than them. So I don't know if it's just my genetics or if the T cream helped, but I use it consistently for about the first 4 to 6 months of transition. And then with some creative positioning, I realized I could somewhat penetrate my female partners. And I've talked to other guys that have been fortunate enough to get as much growth as I have, and they're able to do it too. And it's frustrating because you can really only do it in one position, but all our female partners prefer that to prosthetics. I know Kristen said, sorry for all the cars, it was not this busy 10 minutes ago when I was filming the Mighty Men video log, but Kristen said she'd rather feel my little one get hard and whatnot rather than a prosthetic which has no physical reaction inside her body. So I can totally understand that, and I've always been self-conscious, but you know, pumping is a good thing. Pumping doesn't make it bigger per se. It stretches tissue, so when you have an erection, you fill out the tissue more. Pumping consistently works. A lot of people say their doctors say T cream doesn't work. Well, you know, who knows, but honestly, why would the top surgeons, Dr. Meltzer and the Serbia team, both give T cream to their future patients, you know, that had scheduled surgery? I mean, they must obviously believe it somewhat helps. But my dick, yeah, and also been asked, or said, you know, like, you know, oh, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Well, honestly, you know, it's a penis. It just doesn't have a urethra. It doesn't ejaculate, but it's a penis. It's the same thing. You know, what would you do with a born male that had a small penis? Would you tell him, oh, I don't know what to do with it? It's pretty simple. With Kristen, I'm glad that never came up, because that would have made me feel like shit. But she just kind of went for it. She looked at it. She was like, it is a little penis. So, blowjobs and hand jobs were just the same thing. She just said scaled down, you know, to a smaller scale or whatever. And she's a straight girl, had never messed with anyone female-bodied, had never, you know, had any kind of queer identification until now, but it didn't fuck her out. She just went for it. So sometimes, you know, it's like you don't know what to do with it, but you know, it's penis. Same thing. It gets hard when you do. It gets, you know, I get pee hard. That's another thing. Pee boners. I notice sometimes my dick would get hard when I have to pee. And I've talked to male-bodied people, born male, and they said that happens to them too, so that's kind of funny. So I've talked to other trans guys too, and a lot of them get pee boners too. A lot of them have no idea what I'm talking about. So, yeah, our dicks are pretty much like any other dick. You know, when it's cold, they shrink back. When we're relaxed, they, you know, stick out. So anyone that's, you know, watching this and, you know, looking to mess with an FTM or, you know, play with an FTM or date one, you know, don't be nervous about it. It's really not that big of a deal. Just, as long as you know how he feels about his genitals, just go for it, you know, just do what, you know, makes you happy, makes him happy. You know, some guys identify with their bonus hole or their training hole. That's cool too. Just feel out your partner, but, you know, just really FTM penises are penises, just on a smaller scale, you know, so, I get a lot of questions about that. So basically, it's just penis, you know, just I can't pee through it, but that's fine. Has the same biological reactions as one had I been born male. So I just want to put that out there. A lot of people ask me about dick questions, so I was trying to cover a lot of things. So I don't have to answer 50 questions about, can you penetrate, you said you can have sex, what do you do with it, you know. So yeah, dick. Yeah, and I have some ideas for maybe some short films in the works, so maybe got those going on, and yeah, I don't know, random, whatever. Alright guys, later.